They thought she was just a cashier, ordinary, powerless, and beneath them. They mocked her in front of everyone, laughing as if she had no worth. But what they didn't know was that the woman they were ridiculing had something they could never imagine. Because her husband owned the very mall they were standing in. It was a regular Saturday at Riverton Mall. Shoppers crowded the aisles. Teenagers filled the food court, and the sound of cash registers echoed. At the heart of it all was Elena, a humble woman with warm olive skin, dark brown hair tied back, and hazel eyes. She worked as a cashier at a clothing store. Her uniform was simple. She smiled at every customer, scanning items quickly, never losing patience. But not everyone appreciated her kindness. A group of entitled customers, 2 young women and a smug man in their 20s, walked up to her register. Their arms were stacked with expensive clothes. Instead of greeting her, they began whispering and laughing. "Look at her," one sneered. "Probably can't even afford what she's scanning. Why do people like her even work here?" "It's so embarrassing," Elena kept smiling, staying calm. She had faced this before. But deep down, the sting was there. She didn't know that today. Everything would change. The customers escalated their cruelty. When Elena told them one item wasn't on sale, they rolled their eyes. "Of course you don't know how discounts work." "You're just a cashier," one said loudly, making sure everyone nearby could hear. They shoved the clothes toward her, talking over her explanations. Another customer in line recorded the scene on their phone, sensing drama. Then came the final insult. "Honestly, people like you shouldn't even be here." "You're worthless," the words hung in the air. The store went quiet. Other shoppers glanced nervously but said nothing. Elena's hands trembled slightly, not from fear, but from the effort it took to remain calm. Just then, the glass doors of the store slid open. A tall man in a tailored suit stepped inside. His presence commanded attention. His name was Adrian, Elena's husband. The mockers didn't know who he was. Yet, Adrian walked straight to the register, ignoring the customers, and kissed Elena gently on the cheek. The entire store froze. "Hi, love. How's your day going?" Elena whispered. "It's fine." But her eyes told a different story. The entitled customers laughed. "Wait, this is your husband?" "What, is he a banker or something?" Adrian turned slowly toward them. His expression shifted to steel. "Actually, I'm the owner of this mall. Every store, every corner, including this one." The customers went pale. Murmurs rippled through the store. Employees looked at each other in shock. Adrian's voice echoed. "I came to surprise my wife. Instead, I find her being disrespected in my own property." "Tell me, do you think that's acceptable?" The young man stuttered. "We didn't mean anything. It was just a joke." Adrian cut him off. "A joke? Belittling people who serve you is not a joke." "It's cruelty, and I will not tolerate it." He turned to the store manager, who had been standing silently in the corner. "Why did you allow this?" The manager fumbled for words. Adrian didn't wait. "You're fired." "Effective immediately," gasps filled the store. Adrian then looked back at the mocking trio. "As for you, you're banned. From this store. From this mall. Permanently. Security will escort you out." 2 guards appeared, leading the humiliated customers away. The crowd, once silent, began clapping softly. Elena's eyes filled with tears, not of sadness, but relief. Adrian took Elena's hand. "You don't have to endure this anymore. Not here. Not anywhere." The remaining customers smiled at her warmly. One whispered, "She deserves better." Elena looked at Adrian. "I never wanted to tell anyone who you are." "I just wanted to live normally," he smiled. "And you will. But never let anyone mistake your humility for weakness again." They walked out of the store together, the mall buzzing with whispers about the woman they had mocked. The woman who, as it turned out, was married to the man who owned it all.